Are you ready to win despite everyone who's ever said you wouldn't? Then let's go. It's time to prove those doubters wrong. Hi, and welcome to the Last Laugh, No Apologies podcast. I'm your host, Kristine Christensen. I'm a mom, passionate entrepreneur, and success coach. If you're ready to finally flip the script on all those doubts in your head and the doubters in your life that have been holding you back, you, my friend, are in the right place. It's time to dust off that crown, show them what you're made of, and remind them that you are the main character in this life story. Get ready, because you're about to make them regret that they ever doubted you, and I'm here to cheer you on. Each week, we'll dive into mindset shifts, inspiring stories, and practical strategies that are designed to help you realize your worth, embrace the amazing woman that you are, and step into your power so you can start living your life unapologetically. It's time for some real talk, some laughs, and some transformation. Are you ready? Okay, let's dive into today's episode. Hey, gorgeous. Welcome back to the Last Laugh, No Apologies podcast, where we ditch the excuses and embrace the badass within. I'm your host, Kristine Christensen, your personal cheerleader and success coach, here to help you step into your power. Today, we're taking on a heavyweight, self-doubt. Yep, that nagging little voice inside your head that keeps whispering, just who the hell do you think you are? Let me start by saying that voice is a little fucking liar. Self-doubt is like that nosy neighbor who always has an opinion, but doesn't know one damn thing about your life. So we're kicking that voice to the curb today. If you've ever felt like you're not good enough or ready enough, then this episode is your pep talk. So let's dive in. All right. So let's get real about self-doubt. It's like that overly critical boss in your head, always ready to point out what you're doing wrong instead of fucking cheering you on. But here's the truth. That self-doubt doesn't go away on its own. You have to show it that you are the fucking boss. So first, let's just recognize it for what it is. It's just fear in disguise. It might be fear of failure, fear of success, or maybe even just fear of stepping out of your damn comfort zone. But self-doubt isn't a sign that you're unworthy. It's a sign that you're fucking human. And guess what? Everyone, yep, everyone has felt it at some point. So how do we crush the hell out of self-doubt? Well, first, you need to notice when that little voice creeps in. Awareness is key. Do you find yourself ever saying, I can't, before you've even tried? That, my friend, is self-doubt. Next, you want to challenge it. So ask yourself, is this thought really true? And 9 times out of 10, it is not. It's just your brain being overly fucking dramatic. So let's just thank it for its input and move the fuck on. And last, we want to counter it. You want to replace that self-doubt with self-compassion. So instead of saying, I'm just not good enough, try, I'm in the process of learning, or I'm learning and growing, and that's enough. You're going to find that when you start to do this consistently, you're training your brain to work with you instead of against you. It's like you're rewiring a faulty GPS to actually get you to your destination. I mean, we all want to end up where we want to be, right? We don't want to get lost. So let me tell you a quick story. When I first started coaching, I was a big fucking ball of self-doubt all the time, like all the time. I'd think to myself, who the hell am I to coach? Why the fuck would anyone even listen to me? Or what if I mess this up? I started to question everything. But one day, when I was just about to give in to all those doubts and quit coaching before I barely even got started, I remembered why I started. I remembered that feeling that I was meant to do this and that, you know what? I am actually pretty fucking good at it. So instead of spiraling even more, I decided to lean into my intuition and use my experience and decided to focus on listening and serving and asking powerful questions. Not long after that day, I had a client that left one of our sessions saying, "Thank you. I've been struggling with this for so long." That was life changing. And all I did was listen. I listened to what they said, and then I reflected back to them and asked them powerful questions that led them to explore to help find the answers. And that moment, that shattered my doubts. I realized that coaching isn't about having all the answers for everybody. And that's what consultants do. I'm a coach, and I'm actually here to guide others to help find their own answers. Every step I've taken, the doubt has gotten a little bit quieter because my confidence has gotten just a little bit louder. So, the takeaway today, the best way to silence that self doubt is to prove it wrong with action, even the messy, imperfect action. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't always have to know exactly what you're going to say or what the right answers are. You just need to show up fully and stay curious and trust that your efforts are enough, because they are. So let's sum this up real quick, shall we? Self doubt is just fear in disguise. So call that shit out. Challenge those negative thoughts. Why? Because they're usually not even true. And finally, take action despite the doubt, because confidence is going to come from doing, not overthinking. Here's the big takeaway today: you're not alone in feeling self doubt, but you also don't have to let it run the show. Trust yourself, even if it's just enough to take the next step. All right. So, your homework for today is to write down one thing that you know has been holding you back because of self doubt. It can be something small or something bigger. And then I want you to commit to taking one small, messy step toward it. Whether it's sending that email, sharing an idea, or signing up for the thing, just do it. If you've loved this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and please make sure that you share this with someone who could use a little bit of a confidence boost. Until next time, remember, you are capable. You are fucking worthy, and you've got this.